I'm gonna talk about the Resident Evil Capcom CGI movies. The first one is called Resident Evil Degeneration, and it stars two of the Resident Evil characters, Claire Redfield and Leon Kennedy. I remember watching this movie like when I was in elementary school, and I remember liking it, but I'm not sure if my opinions are garbage in retrospect. But unlike my other movie reviews, since this is an old movie almost 9 years ago and I do find some nostalgic value over this, I'm gonna review it in not my usual movie review format, but someone else's format that everybody loves to rip off. Hello, I am the anti-critic. I take the old style because he's too busy doing other stuff. Nah, I'm not just gonna blatantly rip off his costume. I'm just gonna be myself for this one, but let's get to this, shall we? So the movie starts off with a bunch of clips detailing a lot of events from the past. Ever since the destruction of Raccoon City from Resident Evil 2, there's a new company called Pharma that will basically sort of fix the terrible legacy that Umbrella is having. However, there's a humanitarian group called TerraSafe that basically sees this entire thing as nothing but an offense to human rights, because, you know, the best way to counter an evil pharmaceutical company that will take over the world is, of course, with another evil pharmaceutical company that will take over the world. Now we get into the airport, where a group of terrorist protesters are protesting outside, where it is speculated that Senator Ron Davis, one of the people involved in Pharma of some sort, is gonna come into the airport.
Pharmaceutical conference.
After hearing the sound of my dad's sleeping problems, we get to the airport scene, where we are introduced with... Oh my god. Oh my god, she looks so gorgeous. She looks so gorgeous. That hair, that cute face, that body. Oh my god, it looks so perfect. It looks so amazing.
You look tired.
Blame my new boyfriend.
Oh, screw off! She's mine! She's my waifu, you're not gonna take it from me! And of course, it's Claire Redfield. The movie does its amazing job on making sure that she looks like a freaking angel. Damn it, I'm drooling. I need to move on. I don't want to get too distracted. Anyway, it turns out that the revelation that the senator coming into the airport is some form of a leak. Who actually leaked this, we don't really know, but that's not really important right now. The most important thing here is the senator is an all-around jackass.
Gah! What tar pit did this crap ooze out of?
I'm sorry, I'll get you another.
I don't care what it takes, just get rid of them now! Arrest them if you have to!
We could slip out through the regular entrance. No one would expect that, so the crowd won't notice us.
What? Hell no! I am an elected official. I will not skulk out of here like some whipped dog.
There's only one problem though.
The bad guy! Claire! It's him! The bad guy we saw on TV.
Watch out! He wears a Make America Great Again hat. Beat him up! So after this terrible revelation popped up, there's a guy dressing as a zombie trying to scare him off or something. I don't really know. Maybe the senator has a point when he said this.
That Halloween is celebrated earlier in India than in the US, maybe?
So of course the guy is exposed as fake thanks to our...
This is too much.
You know what? If she gives me that kind of stare again, I'll let her spank me. I'll definitely let her. Anyway, the guy is exposed to be as fake, but a real zombie is actually around. Okay, time out. How the hell can this zombie slip past people's attention? Did he just randomly appear out of nowhere? Who the hell popped this zombie out in the open like this?
What's going on here?
Head! Shoot it in the head! Shoot it in the head! Jesus Christ, you're a bodyguard of a senator who is implicated to work with big pharmaceutical companies that create freaking zombies that destroy a goddamn city, and your course of action is to shoot him in the body? Come on, I expect at least to everybody's entire freaking planet to be a lot more harsh to these monsters thing, at least after one freaking city got nuked thanks to these monsters. And of course, Claire, being the only intelligent person in the room, tells the bodyguard to go away from the security guard who has been bitten out by the zombie. God damn it! A city just got destroyed with a nuke thanks to these monstrous beasts and nobody takes notice? This is my problem with zombie stories in general. It's almost like zombies don't exist in their universe. And it makes it 10 times more retarded knowing that there's actually a city that has been nuked thanks to these zombies. Where the hell are these zombies coming from? I thought there was only one zombie and now there are like several? What?
Live from Harvardville Airport, a protester demonstrating against Pharma Corporation attacked and supposedly killed a police police officer. But now, that same officer has just attacked...
Okay, time out. I think one of the reasons why people don't want to take the Resident Evil universe seriously is because everybody on the universe acts like freaking morons. What the hell are you doing? You know what? I'm not gonna comment. I've dealt with these moronic news anchors and reporters before in real life.
To man, and
I don't think it's evil. I don't think it's evil. I don't think it's evil. I don't think it's evil.
It's a meme of Pepe, and for those of you who don't know, Pepe is a white nationalist symbol. White nationalist symbol.
So comparing this chick to these morons in real life is dishonorable, especially when your dumbass news report also consists of dropping LSD. I wouldn't be surprised if these morons has got into LSD as well right after doing this.
Senator Ron Davis's bodyguard in a similar manner. Eddie, why don't you stop rolling? What?
Okay, I don't know whether or not I should name this guy Douchebag of the Year or Savior of the Year. Even Claire didn't learn from her mistakes in Resident Evil 2. How many times do you have to lose Sherry so that you have to learn your goddamn lesson? Yeah, my waifu is not perfect. That's why she can spank me right after I finish this. So the airport goes to chaos and what in the name of... God damn, talk about overkill. I wonder why this massive event is not even being discussed in the other games. It was made in 2008, Resident Evil 5 was released in 2009, so maybe they didn't have a lot of time to talk about the story here? Wait, what? Did zombies have ability to open doors now? Even plain doors? The hell?
No way. This can't be happening.
Claire, you were aware that the president's daughter was kidnapped prior to the event of this movie, right? Oh yes, by the way, the movie takes place after Resident Evil 4. So of course the airport gets infested with zombies and it's time for the survivors to just get out of the airport, right? Nope, they decided to stay in because the zombies apparently spread out like a freaking outbreak. Here's my problem with zombie stories. Zombie stories require the people to not know what zombies are. Otherwise, the outbreak wouldn't even happen. I mean, zombies' main method of spreading the virus is to bite people, right? Let's say patient 0 bites one person and the virus spreads into that person. One guy strikes patient 0 to death and bludgeons his head, and that guy also strikes the bit victim to death. There! Virus contained. That is, of course, unless the virus was spread through other means like gas, which probably makes the entire airport, including Claire, to be zombies. Or maybe the virus spread with other means like food, but who would take the effort on spreading these viruses in there? Well, we see the terrorist villain Curtis Miller in the scene, but how can he spread that virus?
Local police have secured the entire airport in a lockdown, and access into the area is blocked. According to unsubstantiated reports, a bioterror event has occurred in one of the airport terminals.
You didn't report the fact that an airplane just crashed down to it?
I want to go home!
I don't understand why you won't let me leave!
It's called contamination, dear. Contaminations that these stupid companies brought to you. I doubt that Umbrella even cares about making the cure for this thing. After being sent in tons of military units for containment, there's gonna be no rescue operation according to Chief Jackass.
Why can't we stage rescue operations? Please, Chief, you've got to talk to your higher-ups. You heard the 911 call, didn't you? Come on, please! Damn it!
That's perfectly reasonable. I see nothing ethically wrong in there.
What's the status of the site?
Well, the entire airport is completely blockaded now. We were attacked by 2 people that I believe were recently infected. But don't worry, we caught them. Locked them up in a task force vehicle.
Moron. Should have killed them both. Do these people like have amnesia and how zombies freaking work or something?
But even so, becoming infected by being bitten. Ugh. It's like something out of a horror movie.
So they do acknowledge the existence of zombies. That makes this universe 10 times more moronic.
Those creatures rising up out of their graves.
I cannot believe I want someone to die immediately. So these two soldiers suspected that Pharma and terrorism have something to do with this entire thing, and the White House sent their special agent to handle this matter.
The White House sent a special agent to handle this mess. He ought to be here soon. You can ask him.
Ask all you like, but honestly, there's nothing to discuss on that subject.
Who the hell are you?
Leon S. Kennedy.
Okay, in this stupid goddamn universe, only the protagonists are at least halfway sensible. Keep in mind that in Resident Evil 4, when the president's daughter is kidnapped, they decided to send in one person, even though it's the president's freaking daughter! Try military force first at least, you're lucky that you actually got her. I mean, look at Leon. He looks like a goddamn vampire in this movie. It's all probably thanks to the trauma that the game gave thanks to killing Mike.
There are no other routes into the terminal building. We believe our best bet is to fly in by helicopter and enter through the roof. The team should be comprised
I'll take the two of you with me, no one else.
What? Why?
Because I don't care to risk increasing the number of infectees. You don't want to be forced to shoot your friends, do you?
Leon also acts unusually like a dick throughout this entire thing. Again, it's probably because Resident Evil 4, but in Resident Evil 4, Leon is a lot more laid back, despite the situation in there being 10 times worse. He can crack a few jokes and even smiles. In here, he looks like a goddamn emo kid that got pissed off because his mom takes his toys away. And while he has a point on bringing less people in, and he has gone through at least hundreds of people in Resident Evil 4 by himself, I do think that he should act a little less like a jackass. It's to the point of being a little creepy. The way he stands up in there reminds me of Ray from Evangelion, except older, a guy, and even creepier.
Those infected with this virus will attack other people, anyone, without exception. In all cases, the people that are bitten become infected themselves and go on to attack others. The only way to stop the spread of infection is to destroy the infectees' brains.
Destroy their brains?
Shoot them in the head.
Yeah, you should never ever trust him. It's not like he's a Raccoon City survivor or something. Oh, wait. Also, I like that his pistol's underbarrel is a flashlight now instead of a laser. It makes it a lot cooler. Look, I'm fine with stereotypes, but at least make these stereotypes not to act like morons or arrogant jackasses. Can this movie please kill this guy?
The Song of the Infected. Wait!
That's actually a little satisfying. Thanks, Leon.
Are you okay? Take it easy. Help is on the way.
God, why are these people acting like freaking morons?
What the hell are you doing?
Look.
Thanks, Leon, for at least knocking some sense. Okay, we have zombie ninjas here too. Why can't we just let these morons starve to death?
Stop! Or I'll shoot!
Hey, bitch, it's a freaking zombie. Just shoot it, damn it!
It's impossible.
It's not impossible. You shoot her in the leg. Even humans survive that. Leon, kill these two morons for the love of God.
You like that, huh? You want some of this to knock it off? Yeah, come on! Yeah! Enough! Stop! Get off! Freaks! Yeah!
Why don't you go home and fuck your mother some more?
Oh, thank God, natural justice. Bite this guy and end him, please. Damn, she really had the hots for you.
Those were gunshots.
Ah, finally, I get my waifu back on my eyes. I don't have to deal with moronic stupidity anymore.
You should thank me. If you hadn't told them I was here, they would have ignored your call.
You might want to stick your ego up your ass, considering your own secretary left you here to die. Okay, I am gonna come back. I promise.
Really?
Girl, you get off of her right now. I want to see her wink.
Never saw this coming.
Wow. Leon really did rub off on you. I didn't mean that literally, but I don't.
Get down!
That's a Resident Evil 2 reference and how they kind of first met. Nice one there, movie. I'll give you that.
We're gonna run across the lobby.
Are you insane? The lobby is crawling with those creatures!
It's also the widest area. It's too dangerous to take the long way around.
He's right.
Since when did the NGO member become such an authority on the subject?
She's one of the rare survivors of Raccoon City. She has more experience with this kind of hellish nightmare than anyone else here.
Hey, Raccoon City, isn't that where the...
Yes.
I have absolutely no idea why these people for some reason do not remember Raccoon City. A city that has been nuked into pieces! When was the last time a city got nuked? Seriously. Shouldn't this be a big event that everybody freaking knows? I mean, Jesus Christ, why are these people such morons?
Run!
Yay, justice! You know what? I'm getting more and more sympathetic to Wesker at this moment. You made me do it, movie! You made me do it!
You okay?
Do I look like I'm okay?
You talk shit to my girl again, I'll fucking shove this strap on right to your fucking throat!
We'll take out as many as we can. And run like hell.
Yeah, you're good with the shooting everybody part, but not the run like hell part. And now, it's time for a little bit of fan service. Claire, please kick me in the balls. It won't hurt at all if you do it. It would be very lovely if you do. Ironically, despite being an all-around jackass, the senator is the only person actually sticking to the plan, and he made it out. A for effort, I guess?
I can't stand kids. They're a real pain in the ass.
Bastard! That little girl will probably have nightmares for the rest of her life because of you.
So after a brief cameo from Huntingham from Resident Evil 4, there are a couple of trucks being delivered to the area by Will Pharma. This truck is supposed to be some form of a cure for the T-virus. Claire went on to protest the fact that Will Pharma came in to bring in the cure, but it turns out that this cure actually works, as said by Leon himself. This cure could have been brought a hell of a lot sooner if not for TerraSafe, the humanitarian group Claire was working on, halting the distribution of it.
Oh my god. And it's all our fault.
I wouldn't argue with you there.
Jesus Christ, even her feeling guilty looks hot.
We just ended up making things worse.
That's not true. The villains here are the ones who use the virus. But worse than them are the ones who made it. I'm gonna scrub this virus from the face of the earth. You chose the role of rescuer rather than fighter like me. You chose a path that your brother and I couldn't follow. You weren't wrong.
Leon, thank you.
I gotta say, brief character moments like this is almost rare in Resident Evil titles, even in video games. My brother and I have played most of the Resident Evil titles, and this sort of moment, just a little bit of talk between the characters, it's magical, especially reference to Claire's brother. It shows that the series have potential for a good story if they actually put their focus well, but unfortunately, we have this movie instead, and time for explosion! So there are a bunch of random people basically blowing the living hell out of the cure, and it turns out that it was done thanks to the terrorists. The terrorists are demanding the truth on who the hell are the people working inside the US government that is involved with the destruction of Raccoon City and the spreading of T-virus. And here's the catch. If the government doesn't tell them on who's the one involved in the spreading of the T-virus, they will spread the T-virus.
If they don't get that information, what'll happen?
They'll disperse a T-virus in every populated area in the US. The deadline is midnight.
That's only 4 hours from now.
That's like being a group of terrorists asking for the truth on who did 9/11, or else they'll fly a suicide plane down to the Empire State's building. It sounds a little hypocritical. Claire revealed that she knows one of the terrorists' identities, and the identity is revealed to be Curtis Miller, who just so happens to be Angela's freaking brother.
My brother wouldn't do something like this.
He was arrested for threatening Will Pharma.
He just demanded that information be made public.
Unfortunately, the rest of the world doesn't see it that way.
I cannot believe that I side with the douchebag in the room. Your brother demands the information to be public, or else he and his terrorist members will send a virus down a freaking city! You know, the same virus that got your friend last time?
If you claim he's not a terrorist, why don't you bring him here to explain himself? Now!
Again, I cannot believe I have to side with a douchebag in the room. This movie gets some of the roles backwards or something. Okay, if Leon stands at the entrance like that again, he's gonna look a hell of a lot more like a creepy stalker.
You're sure packing a lot of hardware just to go see your brother.
That's a good point. At least you still have the quips. So the movie splits up at this moment. Claire goes to Will Pharma for a late afternoon tea, and Leon and Angela go to find out Curtis. Arriving at Curtis's home revealed that he left the stove open for way too long.
Then Curtis said something that made me stop beating myself up. If you don't try to save one life, you'll never save any.
Wait, that building. It looks familiar.
The House of the Dead 4.
Oh. Run! Run! Get away from it as far as possible! A little glance on Will Pharma reveals that the company is actually good. Or at least in the surface. Until...
This is the G virus.
What did you plan on doing with the G virus?
Create a vaccine. But even the senator couldn't adequately express the threat that she posed to the government. The plans were shelved and remains in level 4 ever since. The senator is a member of the special committee that decided to bomb Raccoon City.
I've got to tell Leon.
No, if you do that, what's going to happen to me?
You didn't seem worried about that when you were just telling me everything.
Claire would be very good at owning people. I should probably watch her more on that. So right after telling Leon the terrible revelation of this thing, Curtis Miller is sighted on a place and... This caused Claire to have a rather massive injury on her leg. So Leon and Angela came in to do a rescue mission.
Angela. You're not alone. We're together in this.
I know.
Damn, Leon is one hell of a charmer. Claire and Leon reunited once again, and after seeing the rather nasty stab wound...
That's a nasty wound. We gotta get you out of here.
I'm alright, listen to me!
Stubborn Claire is really damn stubborn. Angela reunites with Curtis. After one brief character development, Curtis injects himself with the G-Virus and turns into the monster. Going back into Leon and Claire...
Go straight down this corridor. Head to elevator AD2. It'll take you to an outside exit.
Got it.
Claire. Try not to get killed.
Okay, ditto.
No comment. Just no comment. No comment. And of course, the soldiers try to take down the G-Virus monster as hard as they could, but since this is a Resident Evil monster, the only people who can take them down are Resident Evil protagonists. And I can blame them. Yep, there you go, taken down. It's revealed that the entire building is being gassed and is about to freaking explode, but the monster is not done and returns into the second form.
Oh my god, it's impossible! It's still alive! No!
Holy crap, that was actually terrifying.
Incineration in 60 seconds.
Incineration in a minute, and they're still very casual about it. Just freaking run, guys! That was awkward. So a bunch of action scenes, and I gotta admit, Leon showed a pretty badass parkour scene.
Level 4 submerged system will engage soon. Level 4 submerged system. 12, 11, 10, 9, 6, 5, 4, 1.
More of that, please. The monster falls down to his death, but it pulls Angela into the bottom as a last-ditch effort. Leon then pulls off a rather badass moment that only animes can match. He's a freaking action hero at this moment.
Please, Leon, don't try to save me.
If you don't try to save one life, you'll never save any. Isn't that right, Curtis?
They find out that another guy is behind the big villain thing, they capture the guy out, and, well, right after all of that, Angela made this really awkward quip.
Let's go diving together again sometime.
Love to.
In which Claire replied like a little girl. Oh.
When did you two go diving?
That is so cute. That is so cute. So after a scene of a brief goodbye, there's a teaser for Tricell, one of the evil companies in Resident Evil 5, and that's Resident Evil Degeneration. It's blah. A CGI Resident Evil movie sounds incredibly interesting, but the problem is that they're making a Resident Evil CGI movie that takes place on the same universe as the video game series, as in, it takes place full of characters that are absolute morons that will make you think of whether or not the villains actually have a point. There are so many scenes of which characters are not aware that zombies are actually zombies, despite the fact that Resident Evil universe already have zombies in the universe. Their saving grace of the movie was having Leon and Claire being incredibly awesome, but the rest of the movie doesn't really add in something into the universe. It's just something dumb to fill in whatever is going on in the completely screwed up universe of Resident Evil. But to be fair to the movie though, it's 1 hour and 30 minutes, which I gotta give them credit for. They're able to put in a lot more thought to those times than your typical blockbuster movie. So it is in some ways a rather creative shift and something original, but it lacks a lot of the elements to actually give it a stronger punch. I would say that I'm not recommending this movie for the general audiences. I thought it was pretty blah, but the Resident Evil fans might have something to enjoy. I, as a Resident Evil fan, have something to enjoy, and that is...
Definitely.
That's all for the video today. If you like this, you can go ahead and click the like button and subscribe for more if you wish. You can support me on Patreon, and thanks for watching.